how did it come about that you ended up as director of the Australian Ballet School?
Well, I suppose I really hankered after the professional life that I was used to, the professional dances and that life. And I remember one afternoon saying to Dick, you know, I just really miss talking to dancers and to sort of professional dancers. And so he said, well, let's get on the phone and invite a few of them over this evening for a glass of wine and some cheese. And so a group of people came together here in the house. There was Paul Hammond and Rex Reed and a few, about 6, Sally Gilmore and people. And during the course of the conversation, as it always did, it came round to the number of dancers who are out of work and why couldn't we have another company. And eventually I went to see Nugget Coombs and we had lunch together, and Nugget listened. I was up there all day and he listened very carefully and we talked a lot. And then he said, well, look, go back and with your friends put in a submission. Get a whole submission together. So we worked very hard on this. And so the whole thing sort of came together. And so from that, the idea came, well, if you could do that, then wouldn't it be nice to have a school, a permanent source that you could choose the dancers from? And so the idea, the seeding of the idea for a school for the company arose. And I was dispatched to Melbourne after the last meeting and was told to, well, go ahead and start the school. 1, 2, 3, hold it open. 6. Now take a hand and 2 and 4 and 5. Take a preparation 7. Once again and. Right, good. All right, can we have the next exercise then, please? We sort of brought out a lot of teachers from overseas, guest teachers. I had some very famous teachers from Russia. So we really became much more with the sort of the Russian method of teaching, and with every teacher that came in, there was a process of relearning and learning more about the actual technique of training. And so all of this was a gradual input into everybody's knowledge of training. And I found it exciting. I found putting in courses, manufacturing courses, finding courses, creating courses, and finding dancers and all of that sort of thing. I found it very, very interesting. And it actually wasn't until the 21st anniversary of the school, when we had the big gala performance, which encompassed a lot of the dancers who'd gone through the school. A lot of the graduates came back and danced in that performance. But I had a sense of achievement. That was the first time.
Having built up the school, founded it, worked with it over 25 years, how did you feel when the time came to leave?
Bereft.